Penalties, check. Turnovers, triple check. Missed tackles. Oh, they practically wrote the textbook. The San Francisco 49ers didn't just lose to the Green Bay Packers on Sunday. They put on a masterclass in how not to play football, suffering a 38-10 defeat that will live in infamy as their worst loss to the Packers in franchise history. Head coach Kyle Shanahan didn't sugarcoat things, calling the game embarrassing, which might be the understatement of the year. The whole game was disappointing, Shanahan said, before launching into a brutal 40-second play-by-play of the disaster. Penalties, turnovers, missed tackles, he left no stone unturned. Honestly, he could have stopped after everything, but sometimes you just need to list it all out to process the pain. The loss wasn't just historically bad, it was creatively disastrous. A defense that couldn't stop a tumbleweed allowed the Packers to rack up 125 rushing yards in the first half alone. Penalties? 9 for 77 yards. Including the rare and comedic too many men on the field, penalty, not once but twice in a row. Turnovers? 3 brutal ones in the second half, each generously converted into Green Bay touchdowns. Sure, the Niners were missing some heavy hitters. Brock Purdy, Bosa, and Trent Williams were all out. But no amount of absences can excuse a game that looked like the football equivalent of a group project where no one did their part. Even linebacker Fred Warner couldn't sugarcoat it. This is probably one of the worst ones I've been a part of. It is embarrassing. Translation. Yes, we know, we looked like a mess. You don't have to keep reminding us? And just in case the 49ers were hoping to sweep this one under the rug, the history books will make sure no one forgets. The 28-point margin was not only the largest loss to the Packers in 74 meetings, but also the third largest defeat in the Kyle Shanahan era. The only thing worse? Reliving the Rams blowout in 2018 or the 49ers Super Bowl collapse against the Chiefs, though this one felt like its own kind of torture. But wait, there's more. Next week, the Niners face a red-hot Buffalo Bills team on Sunday Night Football. If this week was a dress rehearsal for disaster, they nailed it. The big question now, can the 49ers pick up the pieces, or will the Bills turn next week into a primetime humiliation? At this rate, Niners fans might want to schedule a therapy session just in case. Stay tuned. Arguably, the most pivotal mistake came in the third quarter, when a pass intended for wide receiver Deebo Samuel slipped through his hands. Facing a 3rd and 8 at Green Bay's 45-yard line and trailing by 10 points, quarterback Brandon Allen aimed a pass towards Samuel, who was positioned between 2 defenders. However, the ball escaped Samuel's grasp and landed perfectly in the hands of Packers safety Xavier McKinney, who returned it 48 yards to San Francisco's 26-yard line. Meanwhile, the 49ers must prepare for another long road trip. Despite their numerous struggles, they're still fortunate to be in the turbulent NFC West. Even with a losing record, they're just one game behind the division leaders, a position they haven't faced this late in the season since 2018.